So in typical fashion, I'm in the garage. It's my day off. I'm a night owl. I work at night, 12 hours, so I'm kind of up at night in the garage just chilling. And I know I've mentioned him before, but Tommy L Garage put me on this. And you're probably asking, what the heck is this? Well, it makes the biggest improvement in your interior, and you're gonna laugh when you see what it does. So, let's see if I can turn on the lights from just the passenger area. Oh, ooh, I barely fit. There's something on the chair that I'm sitting on. Okay, so if you turn on the lights, you see that there is a bit of a red orange tint, and on the F80s, at least on my model, you can change the color between white and red. But those pieces I showed you guys earlier makes a big difference. Can I say how much I love this? And I love that BMW did this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they may have trademarked that. Oh. Okay. So check this out. When you put this on here, now you also have a line that's illuminated. Actually, you know what? Let me turn off the lights and let me show you guys how big of a difference it makes. Actually, on this side, you can kind of see it. Look. Boom. Look at that. That versus this. This versus that. Big difference, right? So I turned off the lights in the garage. And what I'll show you will blow your mind. Or maybe you're going to think it's absolutely lame, but look. Bam. See that? Doof. It's crazy. And I believe how you install it, you just press up and it just goes right in. So for the install, you notice that there are two different lengths. Apparently the longer one is for the front. So you can kind of see here is where all the LEDs are, here's where the leather is, and here's the plastic. This is shaped like this, so the longer edge goes up against the leather and is meant to be fed right behind the plastic. So you just push it in, and once it's in, it's caught, you just slide it right on through. Literally one of the easiest installs I've ever seen, and it makes the biggest difference in your interior. So look at this door and look at the other one. Over here you can kind of see that it's just kind of hazy. The light kind of just goes down and beams down, while over here it's a nice solid, really noticeable line, really reminiscent of Mercedes. And I'll give Mercedes props. Their interior and especially their lighting is cool, but this takes it to the next level for BMW. I really recommend it. It was only like $60 off of Amazon. Gosh, how often I'm talking about Amazon, I should be paid for by them, but you see, it's a nice subtle thing for 60 bucks. It really does change up your interior nicely. So this is what it looks like. It looks really nice. I'm gonna do a little bit of a POV. I'm about to grab a little ice cream so me and my girl can chill. And maybe some brewskis. But here's some night POV, I guess. Some binaural, is that what it is? liking the way these LEDs came out. It's really distinct. That doesn't get old. The pop-up. I'm really trying to see how many windows can be open for it to still sound good on the GoPro. So I think I'm gonna open maybe the back one more and the front one less. I don't know. We'll see how that is. Big dip right here. I guess I can comment a little bit on the interior lighting. You know, I still really feel that Mercedes does a way better job at the interior. Like, truly. And I feel like the way their design is going not only is luxurious, it's like really sporty now. It's a little bit windy right now. I feel like it's really luxurious and sporty, and I feel like BMW is just really sporty. And it's kind of the reason why a lot of people may prefer Mercedes over BMW. The design way of most BMWs are more performance based rather than luxury based. But like I said, Mercedes really is fine-tuning their design interior wise, especially. For me though, I think one of the design flaws of BMWs is everything is based off of the 3 Series, while as Mercedes is based off of the S-Class. But needless to say, that's why I really got this car, because I wanted this color interior. It looks beautiful, and I think it kind of saves the design. And the interior colors is nice. You can change between this orange/red theme back to white, and that looks pretty okay as well. But I really like how the LEDs came out, and as you can see, it's pretty noticeable, rather than it just being an illuminating light. There is that design factor where you see the line now. And you can see that more in the G series. So it's weird to say I just got this car and it's out of date, but I feel like the value of this car will be fairly well, because there's going to be a lot of people who just do not like the big grille look. But I'll get into that later. Anyways, I'm at the liquor store. I don't really want to park next to anyone. Oh, there's a parking space right there. I like always park at the end spot and get as close to the curb without scratching, of course. I hug the curb a little bit just so I can be far from the car next to me. I think that's close enough. But needless to say, I really like, especially in the back, you can see it really illuminates it nicely. And that's it. So just got the ice cream. So I forgot to mention that I took my car in for its first kind of just oil change, and I went directly to BMW. And I usually don't ever go to the dealership for oil changes. I'll go to like a smaller independent shop just to show paperwork that it was done correctly and I did maintenance on it and whatnot to maintain warranty. And I took it to BMW for its first warranty, or not warranty, you know, checkup and oil change. And I was surprised. It only costs $127 to do the oil change. And I don't know if you guys know the difference between the E92 and this car. And I don't, to be quite honest, I haven't even looked at what kind of oil this car uses, but I was really surprised that it was only $127. One of the things that I told him to check up on, and comment if you know, but when I'm in second gear, the gear shift, the actual knob shakes, and it isn't violent, but I feel it shaking, and only in second gear under load. And I feel like that's kind of strange, but they said it wasn't anything. It even noted on the paperwork that the mechanic felt it as well. And otherwise everything was clean on the car, and it better be clean. I'm just barely at 14,000 miles. But $127, that's not too bad. I feel like most like average cars is like maybe 80 bucks when you take it somewhere, and 120 and it's at BMW, that's really not that bad. I just remember my E92 M3 costing way more. So really cool that it was only $127. Even then, you know, I bet a lot of people are saying, you know, that's still pretty pricey, and I'll agree. Anything over 100 bucks for me on anything is expensive, but I'm still trying to, it's kind of a windy day, so I'm trying to get as least amount of wind noise as possible. But I'll take the scenic route back home. Just so you can hear a little bit of the exhaust. And you know, even my girlfriend kind of said it herself. She's like, you're never gonna be satisfied. I like the exhaust, the active auto work mid-pipe, but I don't know, I feel like I just need a little bit more. Like the pops are more audible, and I feel like it's a great sort of alternative for people who want just a little bit more sound. And it's just, you only hear it when you're really going ham. And you know, when from day to day driving, I just don't hear it a lot, because I'm not always driving crazy. And even right now, I think this is a good kind of take on how I usually typically drive, you know. You can go. Does it happen to anyone where you just kind of sit there and look at each other at a four-corner stop? No, you go. No, you go. Please, you. No, you. What I'm kind of finding also is with the pops, when I'm recording only, I feel like the viewers can't determine whether or not it's just wind noise or actual popping. So I feel like maybe a lot of it really isn't captured. Put it in M mode so you guys can see what the heads up looks like. Oh shit, I forgot there's stuff in the trunk. I'll go driving all crazy. So funny, that guy that lives on that corner, he has like, I'd say at least like 12 or 13 cars, and they're all kind of they're all old American muscle cars and trucks, and I feel like his neighbors are so mad at him because he just parks all of them outside. And you know, it's one thing if they're all like painted and they look nice and whatnot, but they're all like not painted, they look crazy looking. But you know, obviously the guy knows what he's doing if all of them runs. I'm interested to see how a lot of this night POV driving turns out on YouTube. I'm trying to post a lot more content, primarily because I'm almost like halfway to being monetized, and I really didn't know. So if the YouTube gods hear me, please give me views. But you know, I'm also really enjoying this. It's kind of cool to, I mean, I feel kind of crazy that I'm talking to myself all the time now, but it's nice to kind of just document what I'm doing with the car. And also for my own personal sake, it's kind of cool to look back, because I do have a few videos of me driving my Acura TL. I had a 3rd gen at 2008, and it's kind of cool just to see where I've come from with my cars and whatnot. So that's it. So I guess since I'm vlogging, this is my vlogging station where I make all the videos. This is our guest room. It's kind of small. My guitars. There we go. Here's the Mac. But yeah, let me know if you guys want different content or if I should do anything differently. But we'll see how it goes.